two are as close as can be. Whether I'm trying to climb up a tree or sitting down with you for tea, we're dancing, we're dancing. Sometimes we go for a long stroll ride, or in the playground I can go down the slide. It doesn't really matter the things that we do, all that matters is just me and you. We're dancing, we're dancing. My ballerina and me, we two are as close as can be. So thanks for stopping over to come and see my ballerina, my ballerina, my ballerina and me.
Oh, hi! Welcome back to the Adventures of My Ballerina Me. I'm your host, Elizabeth Flores. You just caught me. I'm on my way out to go to SUNY Purchase to catch some dance performances. And I'm going to see Youth America Grand Prix. Youth America Grand Prix is a ballet competition for young dancers. And these dancers, they come from all over the United States and all over the world, in fact, with their parents and their coaches. They work very hard to have a chance to perform in New York City and be seen by all kinds of artistic directors from the wonderful companies of the world. Now, I met last summer a young dancer named Olga, beautiful dancer, and we got to know her and her teacher, Joanna, from the Company Ballet School all the way in Washington State. And we started following her online, and she follows us online. And we heard about another dancer named Clara, coming to Youth America Grand Prix, and we're hoping today to get a chance to visit with her and her teacher and hear how this experience is like and all the hard work that went into her training for Youth America Grand Prix. So I hope you come with me. I'm all packed up. Even though it's April, it's still so cold out, so I've got my coat on. Come on, and let's see if we can meet up with Clara at Youth America Grand Prix. Good? Hi, welcome back to the Adventures of My Ballerina Me. Today we're at Youth America Grand Prix with Joanna from Company Ballet School.
Company Ballet School in Spokane, Washington.
And her beautiful student, Clara. So we just saw Clara perform. How has this experience been for both of you?
It's been really great, just meeting a lot of people just from all over the world. It's just been a great experience, and taking all these master classes and doing rehearsals for the Grand Défilé. It's just an amazing experience.
And how has it been preparing? What was the time frame like? When did you begin training Clara for the competition?
We really start about a year ahead of time. In choosing our variations and starting to prepare, and then we go to our semifinal event in Seattle.
Okay.
And then if this dancer qualifies there, Clara won first place.
Congratulations
in the senior division.
To you both.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
So that was a big surprise for us.
And that's a big deal. This is a very big competition with a lot of dancers, right?
It's
grown so much.
10,000 dancers audition around the world, and 1,200 are here, and about half of those are ensemble members. So there's about 200 dancers in the senior division, girls and boys here.
Yes.
Out of 10,000.
My goodness. And can you tell us briefly about your school and your philosophy? Because we follow you online, and your dancers are fantastic. Obviously, so well trained.
Thank you. We follow you too.
Oh, thank you.
I was trained Royal Academy of Dance at YAGP.
Yes.
So that's my background, and I do kind of a mix of all, and some of Vaganova tossed in.
Yes.
So I keep my students really sort of generic.
And I see you do some sort of acro training or like body conditioning, right?
We do acrobatic arts, which is it's a syllabus. that is out of Canada. It's amazing, and we're certified to teach it. It's a great program, and really has done wonders for strengthening and conditioning and flexibility for our dancers.
And for the parents that question coming often sometimes, how important is it for a dancer when you're making progress to come more than once a week? Why is that so important?
Well, it certainly is, because, you know, you can't, it's just like learning to read or write or something. If you just practice it for 1 hour a week, it's going to take you a really long time to get good at it. So as a dancer, we need to practice a lot. We really need to practice every day in order to get, as good as these dancers here.
Right. Yeah. And how's the atmosphere been? Is it like tense? Is it friendly? How would you?
I think overall a lot more friendlier than I thought it was. Some are a little tense, and like sometimes I'm tense.
Sure.
I think just introducing yourself, asking where people are from, I think it really helps open doors to have the dancers be friendly towards you.
I agree, because you're all in the same boat, right?
Right, yes,
and you seemed very confident on stage. You did beautifully.
Thank you.
And it was great to watch you. And lastly, how do you balance your homework? I have a lot of parents where the girls are very talented, but they want to drop the number of classes because they have all their homework. How are you balancing everything?
I try to get a lot of my work done in my class at school if we have the time to, but then if I have like a break at dance, then I'll try and work on it there. And then so most of the time I'll have to work on it at home, but it's not too much because I've split it up to where I can do a little at a time throughout the day.
So you really use your time smart.
Yes,
you don't waste time.
correct.
So you heard it here first.
Time management is very important to be a dancer.
It is at this level, especially.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We're so excited to meet you.
Thank you, Clara. We'll see you next time. Now, Camila has a few questions for Clara. Go.
Hi. So today we're at Youth America Grand Prix, and we just watched Clara perform in the
Senior division.
Okay, so I have some questions for you. What was it like to prepare?
It took a lot of time and just a lot of concentration and focus and a lot of training outside of the studio and inside the studio. So it wasn't not a lot of pressure or anything. Like, it was just a regular routine with just some added privates and just working a lot more too. So.
How long each day do you train?
Most of the days it's 3 to 4 hours, and some days it's 5 hours.
What is your favorite thing about ballet?
About ballet, I love how you can just express any emotion you're feeling, especially like when the music is very beautiful, you can just kind of let everything go, and it's just amazing to just feel like all of that pressure just goes away when you walk into the class and you can just let it all go.
What is your least favorite thing about ballet?
The soreness. There is a lot of pain, especially when you're on point because you're on your toes, and so when you get home, all you want to do is mainly just like lay down and just
take off your tights.
Yes, exactly, and just like lay there. So yes, but then the soreness is also a good thing because it means that you've been working hard.
What advice would you give a young dancer entering this competition?
Just breathe. Just understand that you're in the same boat as a lot of other people. You're going through the same thing. You feel the same stresses and pressure. So you're all just here for one thing. So just whenever you feel down or like lack of confidence, just keep on thinking, I'm not the only one feeling like this. And just work as hard as you can, because once you're on the stage, no matter what the outcome is, you know that you worked hard to achieve this. Just to say that you've performed in the competition is amazing, and it makes you feel a lot better.
Wow, I'm back. And what an exciting visit. We saw so many talented dancers. It was very inspiring. And it's also very stressful, don't you think? You prepare and prepare and prepare, and you get on stage for that 2-minute variation, and you have all the judges in front of you watching you. But you know, all that aside, what's important about dancing, and ballet in particular, is it's about the joy, and that it makes you feel happy inside. And so all these dancers whether they win or place or whatever it may be, the fact that they worked this hard and made it this far is such an achievement and so inspiring. Inspiring for all of you, because you think about it, they have all this homework, all these things to balance, and still they train every day at this high level. It's very inspiring and respectable to see young dancers achieve this kind of level. So I am so honored and pleased to meet with them. And let me look at my bag. I have the program. So this is the program, and we had Clara sign it for us from the senior division. She was number 236. And this is a little bit of the other program with a really fancy cover. And there's some beautiful pictures inside. You see this arabesque? And what I always tell my students when they don't feel like stretching is you have to understand the level is so high. Just having a split now is not enough. You have to have an oversplit. And just having a single pirouette is not enough. You have to have your placement and be able to do multiple turns, because the dancing now is at a very high level. But in all of the technical things that we have to do and think about, never forget to truly enjoy your dancing from the inside. That's what's most important. And a few years back, well, more than a few years back, I had a nice opportunity to dance the Satanilla Pas de Deux with Gennady. Gennady is the co-founder of Youth America Grand Prix. He and his wife began this whole thing, and it's grown so big and come so far. So I was really happy to have a chance to meet up with him and to introduce him to my kids, Camille and Miguel, and just have a chance to say hi to him, and also to Cynthia Harvey, who is my one of my heroes. Growing up, watching her dance with Baryshnikov, in particular Don Quixote. Don Quixote is just one of my favorite ballets, and her interpretation of Kitri is perfect. And she's really inspired me and many dancers to come. So it was a lot of fun to go and meet up with these wonderfully talented people. And also the fact that the environment was supportive and friendly, I feel should be more part of the ballet world, because we need to help each other to make ballet grow and to make it more of a community. It's very important to be kind to each other and to respect each other's talents and abilities and be supportive. So I hope you've enjoyed our visit. I know I have, and I can't wait to also meet up with Olga in the summer. She's going to the Bolshoi studying in New York again, and so we can't wait to meet up with her again and keep in touch with the Company Ballet School, our good friends, and all their talented dancers. And now behind me, you might notice I have a poster of Coppelia. That's one of their favorite ballets, and I'm going to show you a little clip of Coppelia when we did it at Stuyvesant High School a few years back. We're going to watch some clips from Act 1 of the ballet Coppelia. We'll see you next time at the Adventures of Ballerina and me, and enjoy Coppelia. Bye for now. The old man with the cane is Dr. Coppelius, shooing away all the townspeople. He's going into his shop to cut out his prized doll, Coppelia. She looks so real that she fools a lot of the village people into thinking she's a real girl, and it causes some trouble. Coppelia is comedy ballet in 3 acts. So the first variation in the ballet is Swanhilda's variation. She's trying to catch the attention of the doll Coppelia, but to no avail, as Coppelia, you know, is just a doll. Now here's Franz. Franz and Swanhilda are a couple, but the beautiful Coppelia in the balcony catches his eye. Now why is she moving? Because Dr. Coppelius is behind her, manipulating the doll, just to have a little fun. But he gets in trouble with Swanhilda shortly after. Later in Act 1, the mayor comes out with a special announcement. There's to be a new belle in the town, and the first couple to get married receive a big bag of gold. And he questions Swanhild and Franz if they're the first couple, but with all the troubles, obviously not. And the mayor's wife comes with a stalk of wheat and explains to the young girls that if they shake the ear of wheat and they hear something, that means they're promised true love. But if they shake it and they don't, well, then they're out of luck. Now here's Dr. Coppelia's going out for lunch. Notice how careful he is with his key to the shop. But wait a minute, if you look close, I think later he drops it. And Swanhild and her friends might just sneak into his shop when he's not looking.
Someday you will feel a small weight against your strong back.
Tune in every other Sunday for more of the adventures of My Ballerina and me. See you next.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Adventures of My Ballerina and Me.
Some great news for all you fans out there. The Adventures of My Ballerina and Me has been nominated for a Public Media Award of Excellence. More information soon to come. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.